This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Jordan Knodler is our subject, and what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there. And, you know, sometimes you can tell a guy is going to dominate from the moment he sets foot on the rubber. They just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, "You ain't touching me today." That's what I saw in him. And even though I was a hitter in my career, it was really fun to watch him make those other guys look silly. We'll see if he's still in top shape in this matchup here today.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. First opened for business in 1994. There's a look at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Cleveland Indians. Interleague baseball next. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Yeah, I know they're hoping for a turnaround from Asdrubal Cabrera in the near future. He's really in a slump, hitting less than 200 in his last 10 games. Opposing pitchers have had his number, and he needs to mix up his approach in the box if he wants to get out of this.
And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Jose Reyes heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to
no
that.
outs now. And you've got a couple of clubs here that are each in first place in their divisions coming in. So you start to wonder, maybe this could even possibly be a World Series preview. Granted, it may be a bit premature, but each of these teams is at least in the conversation.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now a chance to meet the Mets. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Hey, we got one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Hey, here we go.
Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls the strike zone.
No
Ball
offer
match
on that
outside.
one. 2 balls and a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
1 out, nobody on. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Michael Brantley has the range of a center fielder and is one of the most reliable options in the outfield across the league. Remember, he broke Rocky Calavito's franchise record for consecutive games without an error for the Indians back in 2013 when he pushed his streak to 264 games.
Into the windup and the pitch. Yoenis Cespedes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Just underway here in Cleveland.
Nope,
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Kendrys Morales will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, no one down here.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
And that's 3 straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 19.
Jay Bruce will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and you got to figure if he's going to jump the yard here, it's going to have to be to left field, because I don't think they're going to give him anything inside that he can pull.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Standing in now, Justin Turner. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
on, fellas,
the
let's
average
go.
has been good. 306 to start the day. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs.
Hey, 2 outs here, 2 outs.
2 out, nobody on. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center.
Oh, you.
Under it is the center fielder.
I got it.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Travis d'Arnaud leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum
Hey,
so
nobody
far.
away.
Obviously, it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Get ahead right now.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And they're going to call this a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Elbow.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Yeah, you got
Brantley
it. You got it.
moves over.
I got it. I got it. I got
and
it.
he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for second in the AL in that category. Juan Lagares will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
That's outside.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Second baseman,
Andy Malaska will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Two down here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Ground ball right side. Kipnis has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0.
Here we go,
Back
fellas.
to the top of the order now. And stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Hey, nobody away.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready on 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Hey, one away, one away.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Ball.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner.
Heads up, wall.
I got it. Mine.
Brantley is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 50.
Yoenis Cespedes digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's gonna have to do something now.
We've got
He's down
2.
2 strikes.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left.
You got it.
Brantley is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Leading off the inning, Kendrys Morales, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right now.
Into the seats, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one
Nobody
big
here,
hit
nobody.
from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. Valbuena fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
Jay Bruce stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
One out.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Striding into the box, Justin Turner. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
And here's a fastball
Here
called
we go,
for strike
guys.
one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets. Still down 3-0. Leading off the inning, Travis d'Arnaud, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in
plays at
complete
one now.
control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Hey, nobody.
Grounder down the line at third. That one's in there. And the perfect game will go by the wayside. And he is in there.
Here's where trying to do too much come back and haunt you. This was just going to be a simple single, but look, here comes a throwing error, and that allows him to move into scoring position.
Juan Lagares will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Hey, fellas, hold him right here.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. From the stretch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Hey, we got no outs.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center
Mine,
fielder
mine,
has a
mine.
beat on it. He's got it one away.
Cut it, cut it! Hold it, hold!
Into the box now, Andy Malaska. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
A fastball here as he'll take
Hold
a
him
look
right
at
here,
ball
boys.
1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, as he'll go after the
Hey,
first
we
pitch
got
to him
two.
and comes up empty. It's strike one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's
Here
been
we
a
go.
growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air.
You've got it. You've got it.
Ball, I got it.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Leading off the inning as Dribble Cabrera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
The 0-2 delivery.
Hey, nobody out now.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, it's a 7th
One
inning.
down here,
looks like
fellas.
he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit hard to short. A dive. He's got it. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time.
Picked him up. Nice play. Well, they say pitching and defense is what's going to win you ball games, and we've seen evidence of both in this one. That's an incredible play right there, and it's just part of the reason why this guy still has a shutout working.
Here's Kendrys Morales. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Jay Bruce will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but
2 down
anytime
now.
you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead. What do you say now?
That's a ball.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
1-1, here it comes. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
A runner on first with 2 away. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And the inning is over. At another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Indians on top, 3-0. Justin Turner will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Travis d'Arnaud
Here we go, guys.
will come
Let's
forward
go.
now. He has flied out and singled so far. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
No one out now.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. No runs, 3 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only 1 hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
Juan Lagares will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Goes down to get the sinker, and it's chopped fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
That pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Hey, we got one.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Andy Malaska will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Hey, 2 outs.
Line
Plays
hard
it
into
1.
left. Brantley is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Indians 3 and the Mets nothing. Jose Reyes will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Hey, we got no one.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That evens it up 1-1. Swing, and he pops it up over toward foul territory.
You've got room. I got it.
And reined in 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Hey, here we go. Plays at one now.
Down the middle, strike one.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to strike him out for the third time. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Hit down the third base line. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Hey, 2 away now, 2 away.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike one.
Come on, guys, come on.
And this is cut on and missed, so the Mets are down to their final strike now.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Line toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you just had the feeling that even though they were down to their final strike, they were not going to go down easily. And now they're going to keep this game alive for at least one more batter.
Come on, get ahead, stay ahead.
Gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And that's in there for strike one.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Hey, we got 2 down now, 2 down.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Jay Bruce will
down now.
step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Hey, let's hold them right here.
Long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now, 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the...
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 3-0. Good night from Cleveland.
For the Mets, no runs.